All right, guys, back with another one here. Going to do another giveaway. 500 subscribers, we're doing our first giveaway, and then we'll do the next giveaway at 1,000. But I'm not going to give away just one. I'm going to give away two. Okay? So this will be. This one is the 27. Oh gosh, here we go. 2720. The correct name will be the title. I'll verify it before I put it on, but I'm pretty sure this one's the 2720. Okay, so it's similar to the other one, the first one we did, which was the 2920, just shorter. Okay, not as long. I believe this one measures about 22 inches or so from here to here. Here, let's measure it one more time. And that other one I know was 29 or so, because I was able to fit an AR pistol in there. So 22 inches. It was a 10-inch AR pistol with a shortened buffer tube. Let's see here. Okay, so this one's coming out. Again, we're going to give this away, guys. Giveaway, subscribe. So why am I doing this? Well, when I encourage people to start putting together their little go kits. You know, it's more than just a bag, I think. You know, I think the bag, here's what I say, all right? There's the modern survivalist, okay? That guy's definitely onto it. He is more akin to what I would tell you. Big shout out to that guy for sure. And he has what's called a VIP bag, very important paper, right? So that bag is what I have reduced to a traveler's money belt that I have on me at all times. I strongly recommend the Bone Tactical Traveler's Money Belt. It's a leather pouch that fits right here under your clothes. When I fly with it, I take everything out and I go through the x-ray thing, and sometimes I do an extra pat. They never see it, never detect it. I take that risk by leaving it on as a traveler's money belt, but it's empty. I've taken out my passport and everything at that point. And then I try to discreetly slide it back in, of course. And that's the cool thing about having that traveler's money belt right here in front of you. You can kind of do something like this, you know, and make a move for it. You know, without being, you know, you want to be discreet. You don't want to like have your head down and pull it up and open your pants up, you know. You got to be very discreet, unzip, zip, you know. In fact, I've got it on right now, you know, and I've been wearing it every day for, I want to say, close to 3 years. Okay? I think that's actually what you want to reduce to your VIP kit, right? And what I suggest you carry in there are you try to have the top 5 C's. Well, you're not going to be able to get all 5 of my top 5 C's in there, right? Communications, but maybe that's in the form of phone numbers. But in the pouch down here, right? Passport book, passport card, and actually I've been experimenting with driver's license actually in the pouch and passport card in the wallet in the pocket for day-to-day ID. But if I'm driving, you know, they want to see the driver's license. They don't want to see the passport card. It's just like, I'm thinking like, okay, if I'm going to give up an ID, right, because I get stuck up, someone like, whatever, pickpockets me or sticks me up, you know, they get my driver's license, I still have passport card and passport book. If they get passport card, I still have driver's license and passport book, right, because they might get my passport card. And that's where I'm coming in of like, okay, well, what if I have to rent a car? They're not going to let me rent a car if I don't have a driver's license, right? And so, because also, again, inside of this pouch, I also have a credit card that's only for hotels, a credit card that's only for a rental car, and a credit card that's only for airlines. And those are right now, it's my emergency, and I've got cash, okay? So that's all in this pouch right here. I know this is now, I'm like segueing, but it's all in a pouch right here. You can't even see it. It's on me every day. And now, like with that, like I forget about it. But if I get stuck, I get stuck up. Someone takes my whatever's in my pocket. I've got backup cash, credit cards, IDs to like get home, right? So that's what I'm saying. Your EDC is your get home, is your bug out. So if I had to evacuate at a moment's notice, I already am wearing a traveler's money belt filled with cash, IDs, and credit cards. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. Like, you know, in like some kind of extreme emergency, if it's like drop everything and leave, you know, it's gonna get me a lot further than like trying to grab a whole bunch of rifles, pistols, and armor, you know. Now, one thing I've actually been considering when it comes to that, and let me get back to this case here. Don't forget, we're doing a subscriber giveaway. We're giving away this case and another case. Maybe I'll give away one more. I'm gonna definitely be doing subscriber giveaways. I'm gonna do my first one at 500 and do the second one at 1,000. So definitely subscribe if you want to win. You're gonna win this case. I'm gonna replace it with brand new foam, and I'll mail it to you. All right. This is probably only gonna be applicable if you're in the United States, because it's not that the shipping is expensive to let's say Germany, but you're gonna have to pay an import tax. And so, if you're willing to pay for it and you win, I don't know, let me know. And I'll give you if you're international, I'll give you the right of first refusal, meaning if you do win it, I'll contact you. We'll work out something as far as, you know, the risk of the import tax, and then I'll ship it to you. You know, I don't want to set myself up too hard here. Maybe I just better do this first one to U.S. subscribers. No, that's not fair. I'm gonna do one giveaway. I'm gonna do multiple giveaways. So just subscribe and I'll do giveaways for sure. I got no problem with that. And I'm just thinking, like, it'd be cool to actually do one in every country. Just to be like, yo, we got viewers in every country, subscribers in every country. That'd be sick, you know? So, because, I mean, you know, what if you live in South Asia and there's another earthquake and there's a tsunami, right? That's where these cases come in. So hurricane, flood zones, eastern seaboard, Florida, right? Maybe even parts of Texas, or if there's tornadoes. Now, if there's tornadoes, God help, like that, I don't even know. Who cares about getting wet if you're like getting swept up in the wind? But maybe these might be tornado resistant, you know? I don't know how these would perform in a tornado, but it's probably better than any kind of suitcase you got. That would be my guess, right? So maybe it is worth it for you guys to get a whole bunch of these. You know what I do know is someone who's from Tonga who absolutely sends a bunch of these back home. He buys them used and sends them back home to Tonga. And, you know, it's real tropical there. It's real humid, you know? So, let's see here. Tearing this apart a little bit at a time while I try to still provide some quality content for you guys. So remember to subscribe because we're giving away a bunch of stuff here. Okay. What else can we say? So, this case, you know, why would you want this case over, say, the other case? It's not as big. Maybe, you know, you really don't have as much. You're not worried about as much. You know, let's talk about what goes in these cases, right? Because that's going to determine, like, what kind of case you need. So, I mean, the real basics is going to be water, you know, so how much water can you safely, not just, I guess, put in here, but like transport, right? Like, what's the biggest water container you could fit in here? If you want to carry a water container that big, you know, again, I like to use the 5-gallon water jugs as my metric, because I feel like if you have an evacuation kit like this that's sitting in your closet, maybe you rotate that bottle of water out every month, you know, every delivery or something. So, you know, whenever it is you do go, you're not using a bottle of water that's a year old or whatever. So you got to rotate that out. But that water delivery service, especially if you're in the city, you know, it's another consideration, right? In the city, all this tap water sucks. Are you really gonna use a filter with the pipe water? Or what if the pipe water gets cut off? When pipe water gets cut off, you want to get the heck out of Dodge. That should be a sign to go. But then again, it's like, if you leave with 2, 3, 5-gallon jugs of water, you'll be all right wherever you end up, at least for the interim, you know? One of your basic survival needs are met at that point. But maybe you might be considering one of these just to use for your water, just for water and food, and then you have a second one that a spouse or a child or you yourself can take, you know? That's another thing, right? Like, okay, most of these channel viewers probably gonna be men. You know, how much can you really lift in and out? I will say, though, that with the wheels, right, most of these large cases, I mean, I guess that's why the military uses them, right, is because they are maneuverable for their size. They are quite maneuverable for their size. So, that's the idea here. What the heck, man? How do I get this freaking thing out, huh? I don't know if you guys can see. It's coming. So, yeah, I like to put 8-gallon waters. Now, what about firearms? So there's something I really want to keep pointing out to you, that if you use these types of cases, and if you do ever get pulled over by the cops, they will probably want to look in this case. And so that's where following safe firearm transport laws is on you, and you know, I just highly encourage you to do all that. So I'm going to talk about the justice of such, but I definitely want to recommend not going rogue. There we go, look at that, bang. Almost there. This corner. Ooh, nasty. See what I do for you guys? Doing it for the likes, doing it for the subscribes. Guys, please subscribe. Gonna replace this with brand new foam, giving away at 500. I'm gonna do a couple giveaways. One at 500 subscribers. I'm gonna give away multiple cases, so make sure you subscribe. We got a couple chances to win for sure. I'm gonna do at least 2 or 3 of these. Yeah, we'll do at least 2 or 3. For sure, at least 2 or 3, all right? First, second, third, I guess. So 3 giving away these, and then we'll do another raffle at 1,000. So if you have caught us after 500, you still got a chance to win the next 3. What will those be? Who knows? But thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.